So hey guys, I am, well, as you guys know, as Phil TMNT, but you can call me Phil, or by my real name, Philippe. I would not care, because, I'm not trying to be like a Batman and try to keep my identity a secret, because I ain't like Batman. But anyways, sorry, just kind of like cooking while I'm doing my Star Wars rant. So, pretty much, the only time I really like, I guess you can say, and excuse my language, kids, was I'm going, oop, there goes my egg, sorry. Oh crap, I was supposed to whisk it in here, oh well. But anyways, hold on, I gotta kind of concentrate now. Putting this egg in here, there we go. But anyways, yeah. You guys remember my one Star Wars rant? Like last month. Break egg, dang it. While I was complaining about how Kathleen Kennedy made that like really offensive, sexist statement, and how only girls, no, pretty much only us guys can relate to Luke Skywalker, and that girls can't, cool, because they're girls and not guys, which a lot of people are finding that extremely offensive. And thank God Jesse Milestone on Mindless Entertainment, like before I complained about it, it was obviously a girl. She took offense to it, and then Anna from that Star Wars girl. Both had like the Star Wars girl is Anna's YouTube channel that I'm referring to. She also complained about Kathleen Kennedy's statements about, oh yeah, girls can't relate to Luke Skywalker because, because they're girls and Luke Skywalker's a guy, blah, 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 which I agree with her overall statement. And I also believe her, other little points while she was making in the video. And I love the fact that she was saying that Luke Skywalker had went through hardship, because one, he had and this is kind of me talking, not really referencing anyone now, but one, Luke Skywalker, he didn't know who his father was, really. He was, sorry, just putting this here, but he was unaware that his father was like the most hated hated man in the universe by the time we met Luke in A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie. And then, sorry, I'm kind of still getting my things together, so I might kind of like go on and off. But, and then, yeah, Luke had some hardships, because he was a foreign boy, had like wanted to go to the academy because some of his friends were at the academy. Plus, he just wanted to learn, as is said in the now Legends. And he was forced to stay on Tatooine because his aunt and uncle, or step aunt and step uncle, needed him to be on like the moisture form, which, yeah, I can relate to that, because there's stuff that my parents needs me to do, that I want to do a certain thing, right? But I'm unable to, only because my parents needs me to do something else, or simply at the fact that they don't want anything to do. Like, either that or the fact that they just didn't want me to do a certain thing, and I have to admit, not 90, 75% of those things that I wanted to do when I was growing up might have not been the best thing for me to do now that I am older. So I'll give my parents that. But clearly, as I said with Jessie Milestone on her YouTube channel, The Mindless Entertainment, and Anna on That Star Wars Girl, it's a YouTube channel. They're girls. They're offended by Kathleen Kennedy's statements, and I feel like since Kathleen Kennedy is not the face of Star Wars, she needs to be more careful and more mindful of what she is saying. Because yeah, J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson has made some offensive statements too. Like, if you don't like The Last Jedi, then you're sexist, which I believe is stupid. I mean, according to them, I'm not sexist, because I honestly really don't mind The Last Jedi. I actually enjoyed it. Which I honestly don't see how, uh, you disliking The Last Jedi is sexist. Unless if you are saying, oh, I dislike it because, the new Jedi of this trilogy is a girl. That's the only time where I'll say, okay, then you're just being sexist. But other than that, just because you don't like something, like, if, hypothetically, if I didn't like, Wonder Woman, for example, which I actually do, but hypothetically, if I didn't like Wonder Woman, would that make me sexist? No, I don't think so. Because, for me, and like what Jeremy says on his Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel, it's not about really about the gender. It should be about the story. Yes, I'm all up for girl power, but don't have that like overtake the story. Hey, mom. Check to make sure I lowered the garage door. You did. I did. I checked afterwards. Alright. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My mom called me. She was just being one of those annoying moms, but one of those protective moms. And you know, any good mom can be a pain in the ass sometimes, just by being protective. Anyways, what was I going to say? Uh, yeah, I was just saying that all I care about is the story. If, for example, let's say if I didn't like Wonder Woman, which in this reality, I actually do like the Wonder Woman movie, and Gal Gadot is like easy on the ice, to be honest. But if I didn't like the movie, does that make me a sexist? No, it doesn't. It just means that I don't like the story that they told. Which, to be honest, I do like the story that they told. I mean, obviously, it's not the best movie out there, but because it's like with every movie that has flaws. Like with Black Panther, I'm pretty sure it has its flaws, but I just can't think of any right now, to be honest. Which may or may not contradict of what I just said, but you know. But no, seriously, like I said, J and then yeah, I have to agree with Jeremy, even though he's on like this mini war path against Lucasfilms right now. Understandably so. and I typically don't try to get in like voice my opinions about stuff online. Maybe like might say it to a friend in private. Like, okay, Kathleen Kennedy's statement about and Ryan Johnson's statement about uh if you don't like The Last Jedi, you must be sexist or girls can't relate to Luke Skywalker because excuse my language. But because he has a dick and they don't, no. That's no. And I just feel like those two things are disrespectful. And then I've heard that kind of getting away from the sexist gender thing. I've heard that Master Yoda might make a cameo in episode 9. And with that, I gotta say, I don't want I actually don't want him to make a cameo. Or is this thing okay, there we go. I truly don't want him to make a cameo in episode 9. I mean, Yoda's one of my favorite characters of all time. Truly is. Or maybe he used too much butter. Oh well. But he's one of my favorite characters of all time, and it was awesome to see him in The Last Jedi. Using him in The Last Jedi, even though it may have been fan service, like 90% fan service, it actually made sense with this movie. And I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to put in the words, but it actually makes sense because throughout the entire movie, Luke was being this grumpy old Jedi who kind of lost faith in the galaxy, or I don't think it was really, or no, because he blamed himself for, and in this case, rightfully so, of creating Kylo Ren, Darth Vader Jr. And actually, to be honest, I like the direction that they took Luke Skywalker in, up until them killing him, which I'll explain more. But no, I just and then Yoda was there to tell him, "Oh yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, you may have made created Kylo Ren, but that's just one mistake. We must in life overcome our mistakes or failures. Failure is our greatest teacher. We can have like which is true. We can have like multiple lessons taught to us by multiple people, but the greatest teacher of all is our mistakes. And trust me, I have made plenty of mistakes in my life, and most of them I would say I want to go back in time and fix, cause I actually do regret making those mistakes. But there are some where I will say no, I don't want to go back and fix them, cause if I didn't make at least half the mistakes I made, I want to be the person I am today. And even though I'm trying to find the right words. Even though I would do anything to go back to change those mistakes because I regret them, I wouldn't at the same time because I'm actually, at the same time as I regret them, I am actually thankful because they actually helped me grow to a better person. And, uh, and yeah, I just think that's what Yoda was there for in The Last Jedi, to tell Luke, hey, yeah, you made a mistake. Let that mistake be your lesson and help the resist and get your off your lazy ass and go help the first order. No, the resistance beat the first order. And speaking of Luke, like I said, I actually enjoyed like what they did with Luke in this movie, making him like a grumpy old man, kind of lost faith in the galaxy because of his mistake, and having Yoda appear to try to give him hope. I liked the direction they took him. up until the end of the movie where they killed him off, which is stupid. And I've heard, like, there are two rumors. One I've heard from, like, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and that they were trying to make room for the new characters by pretty much killing off Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. Even though Luke, let's face it, I should probably turn down. There we go. But let's face it, Han Solo's death made a whole lot more sense than Luke Skywalker's, because at least Han Solo, which I have to agree with some of those people are saying that Han Solo probably, uh, crap, I forgot why. Yeah, Han Solo tried to convert Kylo Ren back to the good side, but also probably figured towards the end, right before got killed by his own son, that Kylo Ren kind of needed to kill him per se in some strange, in some weird way. I don't know what. I truly don't know what. Like, how, what was going through Han's mind. But in the novel, it actually shows that Han was like regret some of the things he has said to other people or how he acted, and that if he could, he will go back and change them pretty much. Kind of like how I said not so long ago about me and my past mistakes. But yeah. So Han's death made more sense than Luke's death in this case. And yeah, Luke was shut off from the Jedi, like the Force I mean, for like what, 10, 15 years? I don't know how long it was from when he tried to kill Luke. I mean, tried to kill Kylo Ren to the Luke we saw in the ending of the Force Awakens and in the entire Last Jedi movie. And I like that movie. I actually do. Which I forget if I said. I like excuse me, The Last Jedi. The only thing is, I am not dumb to say that movie is perfect, because there are clearly things I would change. Which I kind of did mention, Luke Skywalker dying kind of made me mad, so I would definitely change that. Have him live and get killed off in Episode 9, just like how George Lucas originally planned. And then I already mentioned Yoda. I kind of ranted about Luke dying. Oh, and Jenny from crap, I forgot her name, but I said her name, her YouTube channel. Mindless Entertainment, there we go. She was saying that, which I didn't realize up until she said something. Like, I'm just talking about the movies. I like the 9 movies. The prequels, the original trilogy was a 6. Rogue One will be 7. The Force Awakens will be 8. Last Jedi will be 9. That all the main female leads has been brunettes. Padme Amidala has been the first brunette per se, even though the original trilogy technically came out first. But Padme, Jyn Erso, oh, okay, eggs, it's okay. Jyn Erso, Princess Leia, and even though Mon Mothma wasn't really much of a main character, but Mon Mothma, for the sake of it, I'm gonna say Mon Mothma. And did I mention Princess Leia? Because I'm pretty sure I said Princess Leia. And Rey. And the Rose. Almost forgot her name. And Rose. Because she was like, outside of Rey, the only girl character in The Last Jedi. And like I said, I don't mind girl power, and Jeremy from Star Wars Geeks and Gamers said, as long as it doesn't come in the way of your storytelling, then it shouldn't really, or No, Jeremy from Geeks a Gamer said that Kathleen Kennedy is putting her girl power message on top of the actual storytelling, which I don't exactly know about that. I mean, I will have to pay more attention to it. But if Jer- if what Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers was replying says, then it's true. Then yeah, I have to agree with him. The story should come first. The girl power or black power or male power that we got in the original trilogy and prequels should come last. So, pretty much story first, your feels last. That's what I'm trying to say. And I mean, I'm not sure if there's anything else to say per se. And at least about the Last Jedi. I mean, yeah, they're kind of abandoning the girl power thing, if you want to say it. When with making Han Solo and having it be released in like what 3 weeks. And to be honest, I I'm not really too excited about the Han Solo movie. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna see it, and the last trailer that debuted, it had excited me only a little bit for the movie. But even though I'm like 10% excited, 10% of 100 excited, I guess that's what a percent implies. Anyways, 10% excited for the Han Solo movie based off of all the last trailers, like the full like 2 minute trailer that we got like a few weeks ago. Yeah, it got me somewhat excited. But I but here's the thing, nobody wanted a Han Solo movie. Like nobody. I didn't want a Han Solo movie because I felt like having a Han Solo movie was unnecessary. And I've heard some people were saying, "Hey, why don't we make an Anakin Skywalker movie?" Well, technically, we got a trilogy, pretty much showing how Anakin became a Jedi, then turned to the dark side in the last movie. And guess what? That's the prequels. Episode 1, Phantom Menace. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And then you can shoehorn the Clone Wars series, both the what is now Legends, the one that's in like the old school animation, and then the Dave Filoni Clone Wars show, and then episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then so yeah, we got a Anakin based movie, 3 of them. Now, I've also heard that there might be at least rumors that Lucasfilms is debating whether or not they're going to make a Han Solo trilogy, which I gotta say is stupid. I find that stupid because first off, I like I said, nobody wanted a Han Solo movie, so and I have really low expectations for the Han Solo movie, so it will really have to wow me for me to see it like a second time in theaters. But that wouldn't change my mind about not wanting a Han Solo movie. So I think it's stupid. Let alone a trilogy. You know what would be an awesome trilogy? The Old Republic. And for those of you who want to see like Yoda's origins, they could easily put Yoda in the Old Republic movie or movies. Maybe have him be in all 3 movies if Ryan Johnson decides to put a Star Wars Old Republic movie. I wouldn't object to that, and from what I've heard, a lot of fans wouldn't object to that either. Or I hope they wouldn't. Depends on how he uses Yoda. I mean, yeah, because like I said, it will kind of dove, dive into some of Yoda's origins a little bit. And I need another. There we go. But it will dive into Yoda's origins a bit, which will please those fans of wanting a Yoda-based origin story by having him like cameo in The Last Jedi. See us being able to meet Yoda, younger Yoda, like have it 200 years before the events of the Phantom Menace. Or maybe 300 years, I don't care. Just, I want a Old Republic trilogy, and I'll be, like, and probably obvious, I'll be more than welcoming to Yoda making a cameo in all three movies. Making him one of the main stars, but don't really say, okay, this is Yoda as a baby. Okay, this is where Yoda was born at. No, I don't want that. I don't want to see Yoda as a baby per se. I don't want to know where Yoda came from because I believe there are a few characters like Yoda where the origins. I'll get to you in a minute, Nemo. Where the origins of the movie, like having the origin based movie for characters is unnecessary. So, kind of like by putting Yoda in the Old Republic movie, it's kind of like a win-win because I don't want a Yoda based movie like a prequel, but having Yoda in a Old Republic movie, seeing kind of getting some, not fully, but a very little glimpse of his origins. Like, okay, this is what Yoda did before the prequels. Be awesome. So for that reason, yeah, I want Yoda in the Old Republic movies. Definitely be a bait. And Kathleen Kennedy with her women power, yip yip. Pretty much she was which Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers kind of made me realize that she promotes female power, right? But yet, like with that force for is for females, even though as far as males too. Just look back at the prequels and you see there are female Jedi, male Jedi. Look at the original trilogy. Luke being a male force user, Leia being the only girl force user in the original trilogy. Granted, that's as far as we know, Luke didn't really teach Leia's in the ways of the Jedi. As far as we know, might be wrong. I know in the Legends books he did, but now that the canon universe got rebooted ever since Disney bought out Star Wars or Lucasfilms, I don't know if they'll introduce, hey, yeah, Leia you knows the ways of the Force. And speaking of Leia, let's speak about Leia. I've heard that they're gonna cast her. A lot of fans would be more open to having Leia recast than CGI because they feel like having a CGI Leia might be not might will be disrespectful to Carrie Fisher and the Fishers. To be honest, I'll be okay whether or not they have CGI Leia or just another actress playing Leia. I don't know. I mean, I liked what they did with Tarkin in the Rogue One, and some people feel like they kind of like disrespected the actor who played Tarkin and his family in by using CGI Tarkin. Personally, I don't. I have to respectfully disagree with those people. I also liked what they did with Tarkin. It made a lot of sense why they put Tarkin in there. Same with Carrie, Princess Leia, but at the time when Rogue One came out, Carrie Fisher was still alive. And to be honest, they didn't necessarily need to put Leia in Rogue One, but definitely served the story a whole lot better. And they didn't need I don't know if I used to say didn't need Darth Vader to be in Rogue One, but hey, I like Darth Vader in Rogue One. That was awesome. Now, the one character, or two characters that they didn't really need to put in this Rogue One was 3PO and R2D2, even though they were in there for like 5 seconds. We'll see 3PO saying, Scareth? Why, they're going Scareth? R2, why don't they say anything? Tell me anything. I mean, yeah, that was a pretty nice tease, but and I liked it, so I just shut up about it. And then I don't know if you guys saw, but if you guys are a fan of Rebels or seen Rebels, hey,
Hey, where are you right now?
home,
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Masu could pick you up right now. It's on her right.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I just seeing it, because usually you're with her.
Yeah.
But, alright, whatever.
Okay.
Alright,
We'll see you when you get home.
alright. I'm gonna be vacuuming when I get home too, so I'm just letting you know. You probably won't be able to hear TV.
Okay.
Alright, so then I'll talk to you when I get home then.
Okay. See you, bro.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Oh, sorry about that. That was my brother calling me. I apologize for that. Anyways, if I can't avoid people stop interrupting me by calling me, I can't stop forgetting what I was going to say. Anyways, no, what I was going to yeah, they had the ghost in Rogue One, which I need to see the movie again because I didn't catch the ghost in Rogue One. But what I did catch was they had Chopper in Rogue One. Like one that I believe it was in that scene where that one guy was going to running to Mon Mothma, telling her, "Yeah, there are some rebels who are going to Scareth to get the Death Star plans." And Chopper was on the screen for like 3, maybe 4 seconds, if even that much. He wasn't on in there for that long. Is my point. And he had to be like really keeping an eye out to see Chopper, which was I got it. Was cool. Was cool. Definitely one of the best parts of the movies, seeing Chopper, in my opinion. And then but yeah, I also on top of wanting an Old Republic movie or movies, I want an Obi-Wan movie. I wouldn't even mind having him have his trilogy, but as long as Ryan Johnson does not touch Obi-Wan, I'm good. Hey, I got an idea. Since Kathleen Kennedy is so up for girl power, why doesn't she make a female director take on The Last Jedi? I mean, not Last Jedi. I mean, it would have been nice with their promotional female power, but for the Kenobi movie. And Kenobi, a Star Wars movie, sounds a lot better than Solo Star Wars story. Just saying. But yeah, an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie set in between Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One would be awesome because there are so many juicy stories that we could have that could be told about Obi-Wan between episode 3, Rogue One, or episode 4, whichever you want to do it. Like they kind of did it with him in Rogue One, not Rogue One, Rebels, because Clone Wars got canceled. I don't know if they were planning to kill Darth Maul off again in the Clone Wars. was I kind of find it slightly not to disrespect Dave Filoni, because I am actually a fan of Rebels and the Clone Wars, and 90% of both shows, like 90% of the episodes for both shows, I thought it was great. There was like 10% where I was like, no, okay, whatever. That wasn't necessarily to this. That shouldn't like. I was kind of skeptical about a few episodes because they're like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just my overall point. I liked Rebels and the Clone Wars, and that in Rebels they had Obi-Wan finally killing uh Darth Maul, and at the end, which I think is called Twin Suns, the episode, if you want to check. But at the end of the episode, they had Luke making a cameo, and but you can't really see him. It just shows you like a silhouette running, and it's clear that it's the Lars homestead, and it's that, and you hear Aunt Beru that saying Luke, Luke, and they recorded the voice of the woman who played Aunt Beru from A New Hope into this movie, but I think they already had like her voice pre-recorded because it was like one of the lines where guy casted out of the A New Hope. But wait, I'm supposed to be ranting, not what am I doing? But anyways, yeah. Old Republic, I don't mind Ryan Johnson touching, cause then he can have free range of what he wants to do. He can this time be consistent, which kind of goes back to me liking the Last Jedi but not being a fool earlier point. I like the Last Jedi. I'm no fool. I know there are some there's some things that Ryan Johnson could have done better. Luke Skywalker surviving would have been one of them. Keeping Luke Skywalker, like the scene where Luke Skywalker kind of mourns the fact that Han Solo's is dead, should have been in there. It was only like what 30 seconds longer added to that scene. About, and who cares? It was if it was, that made the movie 30 seconds longer. I wouldn't mind, and a lot of fans wouldn't mind either, because that was a really powerful uh part of the movie that sadly was taken out. Thankfully, it was on deleted scene. And no, what I was going to say is, yeah, as much as like the movie, and I debatedly will make a like video where I would say the good things I liked about like the positive parts of the Last Jedi. But let's see, the consistency is was kind of only because I only say that because I have to agree with a lot of people. J.J. Abrams did set a lot of things up that could have been used, like some things that Ryan Johnson could have used in The Last Jedi. I feel like half the things Ryan Johnson set up, primarily in the race vision part, J Ryan Johnson could have used in The Last Jedi to kind of like further the story more, which he kind of did. One scene where in The Last Jedi there were like smoke around. I think they showed like a hint of the Jedi temple being in flames, and I think that was like the only part of that vision Ryan Johnson used. So kudos to him. But another negative part I have to say about that move, The Last Jedi, is that they underuse Captain Phasma. I understood in The Force Awakens why they didn't have Captain Phasma in many scenes, because that was like an introduction to each character. So with Captain Phasma not being in many scenes in The Force Awakens, I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. the Force in the Last Jedi, I'm not okay with that because she was only in the Last Jedi for like 7 minutes, and then they killed her off. At least it seems like, because I hope they don't kill her off, because it would be really cool to see her play this bigger part in the Last Jedi, or no, Episode 9. And yeah, just and Daisy really kind of said that there was no communication. But the one good thing I'll say, one of the good things I'll say about Ryan Johnson is that the original ending for The Last Jedi had BB-8 going with Rey and Chewbacca to the planet where Luke Skywalker was, which I don't really know the name of the planet, where Luke Skywalker was for like 10, 15 years. But Ryan Johnson did say, ask J.J. Abrams, hey, besides putting BB-8 in, going with Rey and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon at the end of the movie, why don't you put R2 and on the Millennium Falcon in replacement of BB-8? J.J. Abrams said, sure, I'll do that. Worked out for the story for The Last Jedi beautifully, because we were able to see Luke and R2D2 reunite. For us, it's been 30 years since we've seen Luke and R2 together. And I gotta admit, I think it was it would have been cool to see Luke racing his X-wing out of the waters, even if it was like a scene after the credits in a reality where Luke lived, and kind of like as a nice montage to Empire Strikes Back. And the reason why I'm saying it'll be a cool secret ending or scene after the credits, because yes, keep Luke having like doing the force projection thing when we saw Luke and Kylo Ren fight. The only thing I'll change for Luke Skywalker as a character is have him not get killed, just so we could have that scene after the credits. Kind of Lucasfilms pulling out Marvel, yeah, pulling what Marvel does with like every single movie they're doing. Which by the way, I'm excited to see Avengers: Infinity War, which is coming out technically tonight, which am unable to see it tonight. I'm seeing it on Sunday with my father, so love you, Pops. Thank you for taking me. But anyways, yeah, The Last Jedi wasn't the best movie I've seen. Not the worst Star Wars movie I've seen, or it's not the worst movie I've seen in general, because The Last Airbender took that place as the worst movie I've seen. Because M. Night Shyamalan totally bots the characters for me. Could have done a lot better. Just saying, and there's only a very few things I'll say good about the movie, but 90% of the movie was trash. Anyways, back to Star Wars. But yeah, I'm hoping for an Old Republic trilogy, an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, uh, possibly a Boba Fett movie, because Dave Filoni kind of wasted his opportunity to use Boba Fett in Star Wars Rebels, because there was a huge opportunity to use Boba Fett multiple times. He's a bounty hunter, right? You could have had the Rebels hire Boba Fett to help them with some missions. Because bounty hunters don't only work with the bad guys, they work with the good guys too. For example, Ventress. Yeah, in the first 2.5 seasons of the Clone Wars, she was a Sith. But later, after Dooku betrayed her, she became a bounty hunter. And in Ahsoka slash story arc in the Clone Wars, she did help Ahsoka somewhat, and she also did help Obi-Wan fight off Safa's oppress and Darth Maul. Even though at the time I don't think she was a bounty hunter per se, but still, she might have was at the time. I forget. I gotta watch the show again. But yeah, just wish that Boba Fett was in at least one episode of Rebels, because that would have made the character cooler. More of a badass, make him seem like a more of a badass than what George Lucas did to him in the original trilogy, where he especially with the stab scene where Han just poked the back of his jetpack and Bubba said, "Ooh, I'm falling to the Sarlacc pit," which he could possibly survive, which he did survive in the now Legends, which hopefully they'll revive him again. And speaking of which, I think I said this before. I'll say this again. One Force Unleashed movie or a movie, yeah, Force Unleashed movie. Not that I'm hoping that Starkiller shows up in the Star Wars universe somewhere, because they did it to Thrawn in Rebels. They brought in Thrawn in Rebels, and before they put Thrawn in Rebels, he was a Legends character, because Legends are now the old canon. Just and I'm hoping they'll do the same with Starkiller. If they don't put him in like episode 9, if they don't put him in Han Solo, then I'm hoping, because it appears that Dave Filoni is planning to make another series. Put Starkiller in that series. That'd be cool. Plus, I feel like Dave Filoni has like not really any other choice but to make a third series, seeing how he left off a cliffhanger. Like, what happened to Ezra Richard, Mr. Richard, Ezra Richard? What happened to uh Grand Admiral Thrawn? I don't know. What do you know? I don't know. Well, Dave Filoni, I don't think he knows yet, or maybe he does. Maybe he's just fooling us by not uh by pretending that he doesn't know. But maybe he does know, and that's the thing I like about Dave Filoni, which is another jab that I'll make to Kathleen Kennedy, is that Dave Filoni, and let's bring in George Lucas too, for the hell of it. Both Dave Filoni and uh George Lucas believes in planning ahead. Even Kevin Feige, who is I think is the co-producer or president of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he had a plan for the Avengers. Like, yeah, he had a rough sketch pretty much when he put in Iron Man 1, and then Captain America 1, Thor 1, and I believe there was one other, and Iron Man 2. Because he was planning to bring them together in the Avengers. And at the end of the Avengers, as secret ending of the Avengers, the first one, they teased Thanos. And then they teased Thanos again in the secret ending for Avengers Age of Ultron. They even had Thanos in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I forget if they had him in the Volume 2 movie as in a secret ending. Now I'll have to go check again. My point is, Kathleen Kennedy clearly doesn't have a plan. She doesn't see far in the future. And even I have a plan. Like, and this is for my channel too. Like, I try to plan ahead. Okay, like, what videos will I upload onto this channel? If not today, when will I upload them? And I do the same thing with the group channel too, Skater Shadows, which I would I wouldn't mind you guys wanting to join Skater Shadows. So if you want to join the Skater Shadows team, upload some videos, just check us out on Facebook, on our Facebook page, and that's Skatered, as in Skattered, and then Shadows, Shawo, no, Shadows, hence Skater Shadows. But even on the group channel I'm a part of, that I pretty much am the president of, I have a plan of when I upload videos on that channel too. What videos am I gonna upload on that channel? Okay, when will I upload them? I think about it like a few months in advance, and if I can't really upload that video, then okay, that sucks. But when I recruit more people to upload the videos on Skater Shadows, then okay, yeah. Then I also let those people upload pretty much anything they want. Even though I'm not gonna be like Kenton Kennedy. Oh yeah, I'm going green like this. I'm going green like that. I'm going green like this. Idea that nobody wants whatsoever. And yes, I mean a Han Solo movie. And granted that I've pretty much kind of been trashing the Han Solo movie, which it hasn't come out yet. Which I will have to admit that I'm hoping I genuinely do hope that the Han Solo movie is a whole lot better than I want it to be, or not want it, that I'm expecting it to be. I don't know what else to cook. I made eggs and well, I'll show you. See, I made eggs with uh rice. Kind does that look good? All I really did was make eggs with rice and then season the eggs a bit. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, I hope the Han Solo movie passes my expectations. I genuinely do, cause Star Wars, as I made a joke about it like a few times on my on this channel. If uh Star Wars was a girl, I would totally ask her out, cause that's how much I love Star Wars. I would totally ask her out, pretending that Star Wars is a girl. My brother said, "Oh, Philip, that sounds sad." And okay, it sounds sad, but hey, it's true. Of course, she'll probably reject me like with every other girl in my entire life. But yeah, so when I like throw shots at, hold on, there we go. When I throw shots at Kathleen Kennedy or anybody at Lucasfilms who makes like offensive statements, like how Kathleen Kennedy said, "Hey, females can relate to females," and there are some females like Jenny from uh Mindless Entertainment and Anna from that Star Wars girl. They're girls, right? They're girls. They're offended. Yeah, they're definitely offended by that statement because they even mentioned, "Hey, I'm a girl. I can relate to Luke Skywalker." Which I suggest you actually go on their channel to look at their videos because they're pretty good. They make pretty good videos. Debatably, they make better videos than I do. And I feel with Kathy Kennedy's offensive statements about girls cannot relate to Luke Skywalker, it'd be better if you guys watch those two channels, because since they're girls, it would speak a lot more than me being a guy watch saying it. And hold on. But it's honestly like, and I'm trying to make this where it will speak to us guys more. It's kind of like saying us guys cannot relate to Padme or Ahsoka Tano being Anakin Skywalker's princess, for those of you who don't know, or Princess Leia, because they're females and we're guys. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's very, very stupid, very, very offensive. And I'm hoping that Dave Filoni will be president of Lucasfilm soon, because I like what he did on Clone Wars and Rebels. Anyways, this gonna be the end of me ranting. I'll probably make more videos of me doing my Star Wars rants. I don't know. If you guys want me to make more Star Wars rants videos, leave a comment below. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Probably think of more things to say if you guys request me doing another Star Wars rant video. So anyways, up until then, my friends, may the force be with you. And here we go.